Hi, everybody. This is your announcement for History 202G. This is September 9th, and we are in week 4 of the semester. So we are moving right along here. It's crazy. Week 4 already. That means we're like a quarter of the way done. Yeah, that's right. Okay, anyway, moving along. So, first of all, I want to thank everyone for being a good sport and doing the work and doing well on the Standard Oil ethics hearing last week. I know it felt kind of stressful, kind of touch and go, having to do a group project online, but I think it worked. And I want to let you know, in case you didn't see it, there was kind of a verdict or let's say a decision, because this wasn't a trial, but a decision was made by the Federal Trade Commission investigators. And so I'm just going to read the first paragraph. If you haven't read it, read it because it's very well written, and it really lays out their rationale for their decision. Okay, so it says, "Hello, everyone. After much deliberation and review of your opening statements, um, the facts, and your answers to our questions, we have reached a decision regarding Standard Oil's ethics hearing. We feel that Rockefeller and Standard Oil executives acted unethically when employing spies and extorting secret rebates from railroads. Although the Standard Oil executives expressed innocence in this, we do not feel that this was done without motive or benefit to the company. This would be considered unethical and bad business practices." Okay, so that's the verdict that they reached, and they sort of restate that in the last paragraph. They say, "We feel that the Standard Oil executives have acted unethically and used bad business practices in order to gain a monopoly of the oil market. The practices they have used are unfair to other businesses, they have negatively affected consumers, and negatively affected the free market, not to mention the negative action their decisions have made on our environment. We feel like this type of action cannot be tolerated in our economy. We consider them to be guilty of bad business practices and negatively affecting our free market." Okay, so there you have it. Thank you very much, Federal Trade Commission investigators, for your deliberation and your patience in hearing all of the statements and the responses to your questions. So good job. Interesting outcome, right? So I'm always fascinated by how students do this project, and I think, like I said, you all did a good job, and so if you haven't had a chance, please read that statement from the Federal Trade Commission. Okay, so now we move on, all right, and we are moving on to the next module. Well, actually, we're not quite yet. There's a little piece of the last module that you're going to be doing. So for this week, it's a little bit different. We are in module 1.3. Okay, so this is the final part of module 1, and it's on the Great West and the Agricultural Revolution. So this only covers September 9th and 10th. Okay, so that's just Monday and Tuesday, today and tomorrow. All right, so your self-check quiz will be due on September 10th. And then I want you to move right along and start working on module 2. Okay, module 2 is about American expansionism, progressivism, and the Great War. So the years are 1890 to about 1918. Okay, so like I always say, live in the modules. Okay, so go to that overview and objectives page, and you'll see that module 2.1 will be where we're going to be for the last half of this week. So September 11th through, actually not just the last half of this week, but all the way until next week. All right, so module 2.1 goes from September 11th to September 20th. All right, and so there is one more group project, okay, and this will be fun. It's different from what you just did. Okay, this is actually going to be a debate. You are going to become Congress, the House of Representatives. All right, so the topic is going to be debating a resolution in Congress that will call for the United States to withdraw its troops that are located in the Philippines. Okay, now there's a whole backstory to that you're going to get when you read the book and you read the documents that I have placed there for you. So the main thing I want you to get from this announcement is we're kind of doing two modules this week. So module 1.3, September 9th and 10th, and then go straight into module 2 and start in on module 2.1. Okay, so for your groups, I have renamed the groups. You're going to stay with the same people, okay, in each group, but I've renamed the groups and they're going to be named according to whether or not you support the bill. So, two groups will be supporting the bill that will be in Congress that you're going to debate, and then two groups will be against the bill that will be in Congress that you're going to debate. All right. So, now this is going to work the same way as the standard oil ethics hearing, but there is no Federal Trade Commission. Okay, so everyone's going to be in either supporting or against the bill. But you have to get your opening statements, okay, and this is all in the instructions, okay, so before you do anything, make sure you read all of the instructions. But just to let you know the time frame here, the opening statements are due, let's see here, next Tuesday, okay, so on September 17th by 11 o'clock, your group needs to have posted your opening statement, okay, and then the final statements, and we're going to go back and forth. I will explain how this works more in my next announcement next week. But the final post will be due September 19th, which is next Thursday. Okay, so that's what's going on. Make sure you read the instructions carefully. If you have any questions, please contact me. I will explain this more in my announcement for next Monday. Okay, so don't worry, but make sure you go ahead and get into those instructions and read them carefully and start working with your group this week. Okay, very important. All right, so that's what's happening for this week. I want to mention we're going to have an event on campus on September 19th called Constitution Day. It's going to be really cool. I will post a flyer about it with this announcement. Okay, and if you can come, that would be great. There is going to be an extra credit opportunity associated with this event. All right, so I hope you all have a good week, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.